We are joined, as we are each week, by attorney Larry Brock from the Brock Law Offices in Chino. And Larry, you specialize in estate planning, and you've been educating us over the last number of months on the importance of really getting your affairs in order before something tragic happens.
Yes.
But today I wanted to change topics a little bit and ask you about guardianship. As an example, I have 2 young children. If something happened to me and their mom at the same time, what could potentially happen to them, and what could I have done in advance to be prepared for it?
Okay. If nothing's done, the courts and the state will make a decision. Always the court
Not my first choice.
You don't like the court?
Or the state making decisions for me?
Oh, come on. Well, they're so good.
Yeah.
Here's how it is. You need to name somebody to be in charge. And it isn't just naming them. I was involved in a situation, or a buddy of mine was involved in a situation. Both parents died. They had a will. They named one of their relatives, a brother. But the grandmother of the surviving child said, no, they should have named me. They would have. I'm good. They just didn't think about me because I'm a little older. And so it became a question, and it was a trial in front of a judge. Who should be the guardian? Who's going to raise this child?
So even though the guardian was named, because it was disputed, it still ended up going to court.
It still ended up going to, because the ultimate issue is, what is in the best interest of the child?
Okay,
now,
fair enough.
Your definition of best interest and the court's definition of the best interest and every one of your siblings and your parents, those logical people, may be different. In this particular case, the judge said, well, go live with the brother, the uncle, for a year, and then go live with grandma, and then I'll make a decision. And so
wow.
After the boy lived there, they talked about it, and they said, well, with uncle, we had rules. We had husband, wife, nuclear family, other children. With grandma, we had fewer rules, and we had Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
So the judge said, okay, I need a little more information to decide, and asked the child to come back. Child's about 12, 13 now, into chambers, and talked to him. Came back and made a decision. Who got custody of that child?
Don't tell me. Disneyland.
Disneyland. So what you have to do is when you
now,
plan.
Before you go into that, because in my opinion, that's not necessarily the long-term best interest for the child. So are there ways to protect yourself?
Yes. And think about it this way. If you're going out and you need a babysitter, do you tell the babysitter what to do? You give them some instructions and say, this is how we feed the child. This is where their stuff is.
Bedtime, study.
You know, no X-rated TV, you know, whatever. Well, the typical guardianship declaration just says, I name somebody. Whereas you can create a nomination and name somebody that says, I nominate this person, and this is how I want my child raised. I have these particular beliefs. Expectations, good word. Expectations, beliefs. This is the character I would like my child to be infused with.
And your firm can do this.
Yeah.
So someone could come to you, and it would be not just filling out or just naming a guardian. It's going to be naming a guardian and a lifestyle or a way of being raised that you would like this child to have.
Yes, yes. In addition, we create a document that says, we don't want this person. And that document comes up if that person says, I want to do it. You know, I don't want my brother. He's into drugs and alcohol, and he's been in jail 3 or 4 times. He shouldn't be raising my child. And we prepare it and we set it up so that you have when the judge looks at it and says, what's the best interest? You know.
Right, and there's going to be clarity. I don't want grandma, and if that's there, the court, it seems to me they can't ignore that. If someone wants more information about estate planning, guardianship, or anything else, how do they get a hold of you?
They can call us, the office phone number, 909-590-9500. 9545. You can go to my website, www.trustandprobatelawyer.com. Give us a call, come in, we'll talk to you, free consultations.
Awesome. Larry, thank you. We'll be right back.